Right on time for Hope TV Newswatch on the 17th day of March 2025. A very good evening to you, wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kimani, and signing for us tonight is Boniface Moridi. Isaac Mutuma has been sworn in as the new governor of Meru County, replacing the impeached Kawira Mwangaza. The ceremony took place on Monday at Mwendantu grounds in Meru County. Mwangaza's impeachment was confirmed by the Senate and later upheld by the High Court. On March 14th, Justice Bahati Mwamuye ruled that the challenge to her removal did not meet the legal requirements, affirming that she had been given a fair hearing and dismissing her bid to reverse the Gazette notice of her ousting. Mutuma, who was elected as Mwangaza's deputy governor in 2022, had no political party backing.
From Keria in South Imenti to Kachuru in Igembe North, from Kaveri in Ibori to Ngongoaka in Tigania East, from Akachu in Igembe South to Keago in Imenti Central. Indeed, the whole county. This joy is remarkable. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise to keep this unity burning and hope for a better tomorrow for ourselves and the generations to come. I am aware that we face many challenges, and I'm here not to make grand promises, but to offer you something more: servant leadership.
Now, President William Ruto has announced new changes to the medical treatment plans for police officers and the Kenya Defence Forces personnel, aiming to improve their welfare. Speaking at State House, Nairobi, during the presentation of the National Police Service Commission exit report, the head of state revealed that officers will no longer be limited to certain hospitals.
Even as we designed our universal health coverage program, we are making sure that our police men and women and the security sector in general become beneficiaries in two ways. Number one is to improve access. In the past, the medical cover that was available was limited to only certain facilities. Under the current expanded universal health coverage in the Taifa Care program, there will be expanded access. In fact, access to medical care will no longer be limited to certain identified hospitals. In fact, officers and servicemen and women will be able to access medical services and attention from all hospitals, public, private, faith-based, different from the past. So access will improve, number one. Number two, we're also going to enhance the service, to broaden access of different medical services. We are standardizing the whole medical scheme to make sure that while today the police service enjoy a lower facility than other public servants, under the new universal health care program, all officers on job groups that are equivalent will get the same medical facilities made available to them under the new program.
Now, the Member of Parliament for Kisumu Central, Dr. Oron, has advocated for the alliance between the ODM and UDA party, emphasizing that ODM is part of the current government after securing several positions both in the government and Parliament. Speaking at the CDF offices in Kisumu Central, the MP stated that ODM will continue to support President William Ruto and even campaign for him in the 2027 elections.
ODM members, since the inception of ODM, we've seen ODM members taking serious chairmanship positions in the assembly, notably the chair for budget, the chair for health, which were a preserve of the running government. Today, as a result of the corporation, we are seeing those positions with us. I want to say that we are in this government to stay. We are here to support William Ruto to deliver for Kenyans what he said he was going to deliver. I want to advise those other people who are saying that Raila should join them. Our party leaders should join them so that they form the government. We've had that before. We as ODM, we as people of this region, I want to tell them to form their own government if they want to form with us. We are working with William Samoei Ruto until 2027 and hopefully and beyond.
Moving on swiftly, and a large number of parents in Sirisia constituency, Bungoma County, have been criticized for failing to take responsibility for paying school fees, relying instead on the Constituency Development Fund resources. This is according to the area Member of Parliament, John Waluke, who has urged parents to be proactive and ensure their children receive education rather than depending on aid.
Nyinyi last time ulinikosea. Muliona sisi kwa TV. Kwa makaseti. Ati amurutishangi receipt. Unapewa check. Tulipeania tu hapa tu. Kwa mahali tuko. Lakini hamukurudisha receipt kwa ofisi. Na China ya constituency ama ya sub county yenyu inaharibika. Ifikiriwe kwamba labda pesa imetumika vibaya, labda imekuliwa na mumeweka receipt kwa nyumba. Imagine. Hamuajibiki vile mlikuwa mnaajibika mbeleni. Wasasi hata ukipata pesa kwa kahawa, hutaki kulipia mtoto school fees. Unangojea pasari tu. Pasari ni pesa kidogo, hiyo ni supplementary ya kuongezea mtoto asome. Lakini mnapata pesa, mimi nafuatilia. Na nyinyi ni wakulima wazuri, wakulima wa mahindi, wakulima ya kahawa, wakulima ya maharagwe. Nataka musikize, mushukulike na muonyeshe hiyo bidii yenu ambayo mnakuanga nayo tangu nyuma. Hatukuanga na pasari na watoto walikuwa wanasoma. So msomeshe watoto, hawa ndio watalinda wewe. Sasa ukipata receipt unapeleka kwa ofisi. Kama hapa tunataka ukipata cheki yako peana kwa pasa, pale anakuandikia receipt. Najua you are very lazy, watu wa Sirisia. And that is why hamukuleta receipt. Kwa ajili ya kukua wafifu.
Away from that, and Sitam Kiserian in Kajiado County has been officially relaunched after being closed for a period of time. The church, which was initially started as a children's center and later developed to Sitam Kiserian Church, has now been revived with a new wave of leadership. Ian Sona Mongeria with more on this.
It is you, oh God, who has made it happen, oh Lord. And we thank you so much because you are never too late, oh God.
Various leaders, including Sitam pastors, attend the relaunch event of Sitam Kiserian that took place in the church vicinity on Sunday. While officially relaunching the church, pastors present expressed their joy for the church's revival, marking the great milestone by planting trees as a sign of the new beginning of the church.
I'm so happy to be here today and to celebrate. I've been here before for about 4 years, serving this community, and I'm one of the happiest people to be here today to see what the Lord is doing. We are seeing a rebirth of Sitam Kiserian, and I truly pray that the Lord is going to bless this wonderful church. I have really quite high hopes that the people living in this community, the men and the women, the children, young people, at least they have found a place they can come and just worship.
On his side, the leading pastor Sitam Church Kiserian Sam Kanyeria has expressed his joy and hopes having served in the church for more than 4 years now, thus thanking the congregation for their dedication that has contributed to the growth of the church.
And I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to serve. And we are so grateful today that we saw the rebirth of Sitam Kiserian. This has been our prayer for a long time, having been here now for 4 years. I have met people and they have asked me what is Sitam thinking about our church, and they need to know that we have the rebirth with us at Sitam Kiserian. This is a place where we trust God to be a well of life-giving waters, where people will be ministered to hearts will be healed and impacted by the presence of the Lord.
Pastor Joda Monene, Senior Pastor Sitam Gong and the Region Overseer Southern Region Sitam, has urged the church members who had left to worship with the other Sitam congregation to return to the church, as he also encouraged believers seeking a fellowship to join them.
Sasa kwanza tunawashauri wale ambao wanaishi hapa na wanaenda makanisa mengine sana sana ya Sitam, wale walienda Rungai, tunataka mrudi. Wale ambao pengine mnaenda kanisa la Ngong, pia sisi hatuna shida kuwaruhusu mrudi huku. Wale mnaenda Karen lakini mnaishi hapa, tunataka tusaidie kujenga kanisa la Mungu mahali hapa. You can be assured kwamba mafundisho hapa inalingana na Biblia.
Additionally, the church members also expressed their immense joy, hence stating that the new revival is a blessing to all members and the growth of the church.
So it's a glorious and basically awesome moment for us and the entire community that is in this place. We thank God and we glorify God even as we look forward to the greater things that He has in store for us here at Sitam Kiserian.
Sitam Kiserian ni home. Karibuni sana. Today we had a relaunch. It's a new beginning. We thank God for His grace and His mercies. We thank God for just remembering us. We are happy to be here. Karibuni sana. If you live along Pipeline Road, that is Kiserian, Isinya Road, karibu sana every Sunday. And you're welcome to Children Ministry. That is where we have authentic ministry. Uko chini. Karibuni.
Meanwhile, as the church continues to celebrate its new rebirth, Sitam pastors have urged the church members to tag along new members and add to their numbers to ensure growth and continuity of the assembly. Reporting for Hope Newswatch, my name is Ianson Mungeria.
Thank you so much, Ianson, for that report. While still at it, Sitam Kiserian was established 30 years ago in Kajiado County. Initially, the center began as a school for street children, eventually leading to the growth and inception of the church. Despite facing a lot of challenges throughout its journey, affecting its growth and development, its growth and resilience is a legacy of faith and inspiration. Here is Ianson again with the details.
This is Sitam Kiserian Church located in Kajiado County, a place where the Sitam Children's Center for Street Children was founded with an aim of helping them. The center then later led to the beginning of this church, catering for believers around the Kiserian area.
Yeah, so this church was a product of the Children's Center. One of our missionary pastors, Reverend Dennis White, and especially Esther White, had a concern and a burden for the street and vulnerable children. So they founded this place as a children's home. And of course, as a children's home, and that is about 30 years ago, they had a chapel where the children would also be nurtured. Now with time, it was opened up for the community around here. And that is how this church was established.
I'm the lead pastor of Sitam Kiserian, the rebirth section, and I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to serve, and we are so grateful today that we saw the rebirth of Sitam Kiserian.
After a short period of time since the inception of the church, it encountered several challenges leading to the closure of the church, a move that led the church to advise congregation to join fellow believers at Sitam Rungai for Sunday fellowships.
First as just a center, a chapel for the children and community in here, and then it opened for the neighbors, which were not very many at that time. And it continued to grow until a certain point when the idea came to plant Sitam Rongai. The idea at that time was that, Rongai and Kiserian are basically next to each other. We can leave the school, the center and the school, and take the congregation to Rongai.
While explaining the challenges which led to the closure of the church, Reverend Joda Monene, Region Overseer Southern and Lily Pastor Sitam Gong, explained the poor leadership and lack of proper infrastructure were some of the main causes of the closure of the church.
The idea came to plant Sitam Rongai. The idea at that time was that, Rongai and Kiserian are basically next to each other. We can leave the school, the center and the school, and take the congregation to Rongai. And that is what has been the case. But recently, the Lord seems to be leading the leadership to the fact that I think it's time now to have the church on this compound.
Meanwhile, religious leaders have congratulated the leading pastor, Pastor Sam Kanyeria, together the church leadership for the support and dedication leading to the relaunch and rebirthing of the church.
Congratulations to Pastor Sam Kanyeri and his wife Emily and the entire leadership of Sitam Kiserian and the entire community.
Reporting for Hope Newswatch, my name is Ianson Mungeria.
Thank you so much, Ianson, for that report. Now, people from all walks of life gathered at the Carnival Gardens in Nairobi on Saturday to take part in the Run for the Bible-less event, supporting the development of indigenous languages. The initiative, organized by the Bible Translation and Literacy East Africa, aims to promote Bible translation and literacy in marginalized communities, allowing access to written languages in their mother tongues. Crossing borders now, and the Democratic Republic of Congo has agreed to peace talks with Rwanda after months of refusal. The talks, mediated by Angola, will be held in Luanda on Tuesday, the 18th of March. The ongoing conflict between DRC and the M23 rebel group has intensified this year, with over 7,000 lives lost since January. Angola, leading the mediation efforts, confirmed that both DRC and the M23 rebels will send delegations to the talks in Luanda. Well, it is exactly 23 minutes past the top of the hour. Time now for a short break, but immediately after, I'll be back with the business and the sports news. Stick around.
You are Alpha and Omega.
Not only are we going to be offended, but believe it or not, we are going to offend somebody else. Whether directly or indirectly, sooner or later, we're going to hurt someone's feelings. We're going to do something that will disappoint someone. We will break someone's heart. We are humans. We are all weak. We all make mistakes.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. The Lord Almighty reigns.
It's the man's responsibility to initiate that. Even if his wife was wrong, but he responded by raising his voice, by saying things to her with the wrong attitude, he needs to go down and knock on that door and say to his wife, will you please forgive me?
Set the prisoner free. By his own great mercy we are.
Starting this February.
No, I think this is another misconception that women have. Like, serving the Lord means having to do something. I mean, especially do something spiritual.
Real stories.
We have this romantic idea that I'm going to grow up, go to school, finish school, have my career, then get married.
Real conversations.
What are the formulas that are taking place on the ground to choose a husband?
I actually wish there was a formula. I think it would make life so much easier. But the reality on the ground is that for a lot of young people, this is a very tough decision to make, especially Christians.
Only on Hope TV. Look and live.
Aya, I'm not go TV stream. It's free.
Go TV Stream iko mkononi na ni free. Download Go TV Stream app for free. Enjoy live TV na shows kamia nane. Download and watch later, anytime, anywhere. Go TV Stream iko mkononi na ni free. Available to active subscribers. Go TV. Love it.
Welcome back. You're watching Hope TV Newswatch. Now, President William Ruto has awarded the Chief of the Order of the Golden Heart, which is Kenya's highest honor, to African Development Bank President Akinwumi Adesina for his role in financing major projects over the last decade. During a ceremony at State House, Nairobi, Adesina was recognized for his leadership at AFDB, which funded significant initiatives, including the last mile connectivity, Doake Dam, Thika Superhighway, Nairobi's Outer Ring Road, Menengai Geothermal Project, and the Lake Turkana Wind Project.
It's an honor that I have the privilege as president, but on behalf of the government and people of Kenya, to award you for the distinguished service, the commitment you have demonstrated, and the passion you have worked with to see to it that in every way, even before you became the president of the African Development Bank, you demonstrated your commitment and your passion for our country. My brother, Adesina, I want to say thank you very much.
As the president of the African Development Bank, I am proud that my colleagues and I have been running with Kenya and scoring development goals with Kenya. Kenya has, Mr. President, a special place in the history of the African Development Bank since its establishment in 1964. The very first project ever financed by the African Development Bank was right here in Kenya in 1967, and that's 58 years ago.
Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe has emphasized the need for practical and inclusive financial solutions to support Africa's agricultural sector at the African Development Bank's Conference on Financing Smallholder Farmers. CS Kagwe has pointed out that while agriculture remains the backbone of the continent's economy, it continues to face significant challenges. The CS has called for immediate action to transform the sector from its current struggles into a thriving industry.
Should we invest in the farmer by ensuring that they have technical support on soil analysis, financing labs, financing soil analysis capacity? We will enable our farmers to understand their soil nutrients, composition, pH levels, and potential disease risks. In doing so, they will be capacitated to apply the right soil treatments to improve crop yields, increase long-term soil health and sustainability, and improve resilience to pests and climate-related challenges. Similarly, if we invest in fertilizer access, fertilizer companies, fertilizer blenders, etc., for African farmers, not just as a moral obligation, but as a strategic economic opportunity, we will realize far-reaching benefits. I can see us in Kenya, where mobile banking, fintech solutions, and blockchain technology are already entrenched, using digital financial services to reach unbanked rural farmers in need of fertilizers through quick, cost-effective loan disbursements and repayment via mobile platforms. The time to act is now. If we prioritize innovative, practical financing measures, we will transform agriculture from a struggling sector into a thriving end-to-end business that fuels Africa's growth and prosperity. Let us commit to ensuring that no farmer is left behind due to lack of financing.
Now, CFAO Mobility Kenya, in partnership with the Toyota Gazoo Racing Wild Rally team, has launched the Toyota Road Safety Mural Drawing Competition to raise road safety awareness among school children. The initiative is part of the Road Safety for All campaign and encourages kids to express road safety through art promoting responsible behavior. With over 40% of road deaths in Kenya involving vulnerable users like children, the competition aims to instill road safety knowledge from a young age.
And this campaign marks our commitment to road safety awareness, particularly amongst youth school-going children, to instill a profound understanding of road safety rules. So we just want to try and bring in positive behavior that will lead to long-term measures. Yeah, and it is for everybody, important for everybody, the drivers, the pedestrians, to be safe, isn't it? Is to be safe, because we want to come to school, we want to learn, then we want to go back home to our parents. Sivyo.
All right, and to some sporting action now. Lennox Mutua emerged as the overall winner at the latest leg of the 2025 NCBA Golf Series held at the scenic Kiambu Golf Club this past weekend. Playing of handicap 21, Mutua posted an impressive net score of 67 to claim both the overall winner title and top honors in Division C, outshining a field of 140 golfers who turned up for the tournament.
And we are here at Kiambu Golf Club, where we are sponsoring the mug for today as part of the NCBA golf tournament. So the journey has been great, this being the fourth leg of our series. Although here, as I said, is a mug, so it's not really, it's part of the tournament, but it's a club event. Really good tournaments we have had so far, very heavily attended. This year we committed to support every club in Kenya, and I think being here in Kiambu shows that commitment. As I've said before, we have seen very, very improved golfers. Today we also had the KAGC, NCBA KAGC at Muthaiga, where the Rio amateurs are playing, winning some good sums of money. So today is a great day for the NCBA golf tournament.
Now, Newcastle United triumphed over Liverpool by 2-1 to claim their first major trophy since 1955, securing victory in a historic Carabao Cup final at Wembley Stadium. The Magpies' win marked the first silverware of the 2024-2025 football season, while also serving as Eddie Howe's inaugural cup victory as a manager. Now, this remarkable achievement not only ends a long wait for silverware, but also cements Howe's legacy at the club. Only that to come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for making time to watch Hope TV Newswatch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Kimani, and signing for us tonight has been Boniface Moridi.